Good afternoon. May I say all protocol observed. First, I want to pass my condolences to our fellow brothers and sisters in Tanzania for the loss of one of Africa's greatest leaders, President John Pombe Magufuli. May his soul rest in peace. Good people do not live long. The simple definition of colonialism is the practice by which a powerful country directly controls less powerful countries and uses their resources to increase its own power and wealth. The beauty of Africa is seen in the way foreign countries formulate ideas seemingly to assist, while the carbon copy agenda is not as portrayed. Colonialism brought unprecedented suffering to the people of Africa in so many ways, and one of which is displacement. Our ancestors were forced to settle on unfertile land or some land that belonged to others, thus creating animosity between villagers, as we see happening in some countries in Africa today. The ugly continuation of colonialism is being perpetrated in a way that is meant to shift blame from the colonialist to an internal arena where people are made to fight for a small portion of land. This was designed to make it look as if Africa is disorganized and conflict-prone. Displacement dislocated families from their spiritual lifeline, so much that each time they moved away to live in a new village, they rarely thought of taking the remains of their ancestors or relatives with them. This was all because of colonialism. In the book of Genesis chapter 50, verse 24 to 25, Joseph told his brothers to take his bonds back to Israel. This gives us the significance of repatriation. Allow me to give an example of the United States of America when the former President Donald Trump visited North Korea a couple of years ago to meet with Kim Jong-un. One of the issues they discussed was about repatriation of the remains of the fallen Americans who died during the Korean Peninsula War, which means, in my opinion, there is no complete peace after war if there is no complete repatriation. On the 18th of September 2018, I and Princess Majuru went to meet with the British Natural History Museum director in London to find out why the repatriation of the remains of first Chimurenga fallen heroine and heroes of Zimbabwe has taken so long. We were told that the museum was waiting for a letter from the government to formally request for their release, as nothing can be released without the consent of the museum trustees because of statutes governing their custody. And no doubt our government is already acting on this issue. Because of this, I was left with no choice but to extrapolate that Africa is being taken like a loaf of sliced bread, with every piece of it engraved with a piece of legislation to regulate how we will bite it or eat it before you can have it. Why did they have to put such laws if it was not for the future perpetuation of colonialism? We were also told that it was not the fault of the British that repatriation was not done long time ago, but it was our own people who could not agree on the way forward because they were afraid of bringing a curse to the nation if the wrong remains were repatriated. It was at that point that I raised the issue of scientific DNA, with Princess Majuru warning that even spiritual DNA is possible, where the ancestors through spirit mediums can help with identifying the authentic remains, to which the museum director agreed as the best way forward. In my study of criminology, I was taught that the first crime scene witness is the victim. And here we are talking about a crime that was committed many years ago, and the crime scene victim in this respect is the continent of Africa, its people, and our ancestors' remains. And we do not need witnesses for that matter to tell us that Africa is poor because of colonialism. Because of colonialism, Africa remains polarized economically, socially, politically, and geographically. The perpetuation of indirect colonialism is on the rise through proxy wars. The war in Cameroon, Central African Republic, Niger, Burkina Faso, Libya, Sudan, DRC, and Mozambique, just to mention a few, is the work of the enemy of Africa, meant to look as if Africa is disorganized and conflict-prone. Perpetuation of colonialism is rife, and If we do not keep our eyes open and stay awake, the colonial tsunami will sweep us all away. My prayer is that the Creator of our ancestors, God of heaven and earth, and our continent Africa, will protect us. I thank you, and God bless you.